Hello. I am Fleety, the one who runs this channel. You might remember me for a couple of things, like maybe voicing Alt or Solus Sonic in 2D Disaster for the mods by Accidentally McLazy. And that's about it. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to explain where I've been, what's been going on, and what the hell I've been doing. This will be kind of a long video, and it will be, admittedly, very depressing. So, I want you all, like the warning said, to come in with an open mind about this. If you're looking for content about 2D Disaster, this ain't the video for you. This may have something to do with a certain thing I teased a little while back, but this isn't about 2D Disaster. No way in hell it is not. So just, if that's the content you want to look for, either go to somebody else or go to the trailers that I've made for the mods we've worked on together, Accidentally and I, and yeah. So, alright, let me start. So, recently, well actually not even recently, but just in general for a long time now, I've struggled with depression. Just straight up. I struggle to find motivation to do anything. I'm usually apathetic as hell. I'm not usually in the best of moods. And that's mainly because of all the depression I have. A lot of things kind of just built up over time. I've never had the ability to properly let go of a lot of things that stress me the hell out. And it kind of just builds up into like a ball of sadness, pretty much. And while I am still very much struggling to deal with that, I've been trying to at least deal with it a little better. I constantly find myself falling asleep. I constantly find myself not eating much, not drinking much. And spoiler alert, as a type 1 diabetic, that's not exactly the best way to live your life, but my depression is kind of crippling. Not like the meme, but like quite literally crippling depression. And I don't know where this started from, but what I do know is that it's been really affecting my work ethic on the stuff that I said I wanted to work on and all that. I am still a part of a couple of projects. I haven't really left anything. However, it's hard to really get myself in the mood to do anything. Sometimes I even struggle just to play video games at this point. It does get that bad. I can recall a bunch of times where I struggled to start recording for example, I struggled to record for Alt one time. Because sometimes I just wouldn't have the motivation, or my throat was a little sore, or my throat was a little dry, or just something got in the way that immediately killed all of my motivation, and I don't know why it kills it so much. It just, like, snipes it out of the sky. It's just gone. So, usually I'm kind of just cooped up in my little room, just trying to play some video games just to at least feel some kind of semblance of joy. And while it usually does work, sometimes I get frustrated and then it just explodes into not fun. And that's been happening very, very frequently as of late. In fact, it's even happened a little bit with 2D Disaster, which kind of sucks because I make content for this game. I'm a voice actor for this game sometimes. Not the official game, mind you, no. Just like the mods I work on with Accidentally McLazy. And the fact that I'm starting to get frustrated while playing this sometimes is not good. It's really not good. Because I still love this game. I love it a lot. It's impressive. But for some reason, I just find myself getting frustrated sometimes. And it's not good. I'll admit that. I mean, I've been admitting it. It's never good to get frustrated with something that you love. And, and something that you make stuff for. I've been working on that, of course, and that's been taking up a lot of time. However, I am starting to slowly get back on track with playing the game, because I recently tried out the Sonic mod for the game, and that was pretty cool, seeing how far modding has gotten. And I even talked about accidentally about maybe sometime in the future, after everything is done, perhaps we could try porting over Hectic Hedgehog to the Sonic mod, if, for one, the developer of the Sonic mod is okay with that, and for two, if we even have the time and patience for that. Which also goes into the fact that I'm not a very patient guy. I've been discovering that my patience for stuff is just starting to dwindle. It's really hard being patient sometimes, just to either do something or just for something to even happen in the first place, or waiting on someone or someone waiting on you. It's just it becomes a mess. It becomes a real daunting task and just a mess on top of everything that's already piled on. Now, I lost my track of thought. I'm not doing the scripted, by the way. This is purely just me talking. I've never been good with a script. Shit, okay, that actually reminds me. Yeah, so I announced about a month ago, after Hectic Hedgehogs got released, that I was working on a little series. I am struggling to work on that. It's not that I don't want to work on it. I do want to work on it. It's just I don't have the motivation to work on it. It requires a lot of editing, a lot of recorded like lines of me talking about whatever it is that I'm talking about in this. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but I've been wanting to work on something like this for a while now, but I've been struggling to find how I want to do this. If I want to just have like text on the screen to have me talking, or if I want to talk directly or something. I am super unsure. I'm unsure about a lot of things, to be honest. But speaking of editing, that's the thing I teased with the Hectic Hedgehogs trailer that I worked on with Accidentally McLazy. I can't say what it is right now, because it would kind of give away what exactly it is, but it's about an hour long, and I have to do a lot of editing, and I have to record a few things, and by a few things, I mean a lot of things, and it's just, it piles on all the stuff that I need to do. Initially, it was my idea to do what we're doing, but I'm struggling to follow through with my own ideas. And that kind of sucks, because, I mean, I started it. I should finish it, you know? I should actually do it, but it's a tedious task. Because I got a bunch of things to work on. I have to update Mega Man for 2D Disaster. I need to finish that video that I worked on with Accidentally McLazy. I need to start the series I wanted to start. I gotta do a bunch of voice lines for a couple of projects I'm in. Well, not a couple. I'm in like one right now, or at least or at least a big one that I've been a part of. I can't say what that is either, but it's just every day I find myself struggling to have motivation to do damn near anything, and it sucks because I want to have motivation. I want to be able to do all this stuff. I know what I want to do. I think I know how to do it. It's just I'm struggling to do it, if that makes sense. Some people may be thinking, like, well, why don't you just get, like, some medication? Because I will admit I have ADHD. But, however, I've never really liked the idea of drugging myself, pretty much. Okay, drugging myself is kind of a poor way of putting it. But I've never liked the idea of using medication to change my mood, because that's not how I'm truly feeling. If I'm masking something with a pill, that ain't me. That's just something else using my body as like a vessel, pretty much. It's not me. It's not how I'm truly feeling. And speaking of that, I'm gonna go ahead and just get this out of the way. The thoughts that are running through my head. On top of the lack of motivation that I've been feeling, the depression I have has been making me feel some not too good things. It's been making me think some not too good things either. Such as self-harm quite a few times. I've never acted on it because admittedly I'm afraid to, but it's not fun just trying to do something and then all of a sudden get those thoughts that are like, you should fucking hurt yourself, you should kill yourself, you should go away, nobody wants you, when I know that's not the case. But it just lingers in my mind for some reason. I just can't get it out. And it sucks. It really does. If anything, I think that's a bunch of bullshit, but my mind ain't really getting it out of there. It's kind of just like keeping it in there, and I don't know why. It's something I definitely need to work on. Because on top of that, I have trust issues, so it makes it hard to go to a therapist. Because the last few therapists I had didn't really work. And that's just the fault of, like, the business hiring poor therapists. However, it's really hard to do that. Because I'm not monetarily sound right now. So one thing I'm struggling to do right now is I'm struggling to apply for disability. And the reason why I'm applying for disability is because I can't keep a job. I'm going to be honest, I'm a hot-headed son of a bitch sometimes. And it makes it hard to keep a job because I will defend myself. If anybody knows me, and there's a small chance that some people know who I am, you might know that I am quick to defend myself. I will defend myself and those around me. Just completely. Without thinking for a second, like, should I do this? But instead of should I do this, it's I'm going to do this. Again, this is where the patience comes into play as well, because my patience has run thin. I'm usually just I don't like waiting for things anymore, because just waiting is, for me at least, waiting has just never worked out well. And admittedly, this impatience, this defender that I am, I get myself into a lot of trouble sometimes. And it doesn't help, to say the least. I'm never going to explain what that is that I defend, but yeah, it's not fun. It's nothing bad, don't worry. No, it's nothing bad. But also, on top of that, that also goes into something else that I need to talk about, and it's the fact that I don't really care for myself much. In fact, I don't really care about much at all anymore. Like, I struggle to find any reason to care. I've become pretty much almost soulless. Kind of like Soulless Sonic. You can see it that way. I'm kind of just existing at this point in time right now. I feel not much in my heart and soul. if I'm ever feeling something in my heart, it's usually through the ones that I love. When I'm just spending time with them, hanging out with them, just doing what I can with them. I will usually try to help others before myself, because I usually don't feel jack or shit. It's just how it is right now. And it's kind of, you know, sad to deal with that. I will say that I kind of wish I could just make this all go away, just so I could, you know, find motivation, actually care. But it's hard. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I'm gonna struggle to edit this together, just this video that I need to get out to explain where I've been. I could have easily just used, like, the community thing, but firstly, I don't know if I'm ever gonna lose that again. I lost it once before. And secondly, I feel like it's better that I just talk about this. Now, I was initially gonna do this video through, like, the text on, like, the screen thing too, but I decided no, it's gonna. I don't care to type it all out anymore. Here it is again. I just don't care. Don't have the motivation. My patience has run thin, and it's a struggle to do this kind of stuff. So, not too long ago, about 2 days ago, I was genuinely tweaking. I was just having the worst day of all time. Okay, not of all time. There's been worse days. I know that. But for me, this year, it was the fucking worst. Seriously. I was just genuinely tweaking. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't eat. I didn't drink fucking anything. And it was just this overbearing, like, darkness that was in my head. And not like darkness like, oh, I'm gonna hurt someone. No. More just like, God, I just want to fucking die. When I know deep down I don't. But it fucking hit me that day. Like, it hit me like a goddamn semi-truck, if I could compare it to anything. Anything realistic, at least. It's been hard for me lately. There's a lot of other stuff that I haven't explained that's way too personal. There's a lot of other stuff that I should explain, but I don't have the motivation to. It's hard. Very, very hard just to get out of bed sometimes, you know? Hard to get out of bed, hard to find yourself motivated to do anything, hard to work at all. I've been struggling to get disability. I've been struggling to... I recently lost health insurance, and while I already have a plan set in stone for that, it's still frightening to lose health insurance. Because, like, shit, dog, you need that shit, or else everything's gonna be fucking expensive, especially as a type 1 diabetic like I am. It's not good. It spells disaster. Now, for the series I've been working on, by the way, this is going to be completely disorganized, and I'm not going to change anything about it. Just going to make slight edits to when I drink water. But with the series that I'm working on, I've been struggling to record all the footage for it. I've been struggling to just do anything regarding it. I've recorded one line. That or two. One or two lines. One or two bits of footage. And that's it. There's so much more that I have to record, and this is going to be like an episodic thing, so I have so much to record, and I've only gotten either the music for some of these episodes or a singular line of dialogue. It's just... God, I'm overambitious. I discovered that. I actually had to cancel something that I was working on for the past year that I really wanted to do, but then I realized, fuck, I'm overambitious, and this is going to require money. I don't have money, so I'm just gonna fucking cancel it. It's for the best. Don't worry about it anymore, because I physically can't. I monetarily can't. I mentally can't. I cannot. I can't anymore. It was taking too long. People were leaving the project. It was a mess, sadly. And it was because I was overambitious, sadly. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on with me as of late. I've been struggling with motivation for so many years now. I know a part of it is because of the high school I went to. I'm graduated, but the high school I went to, it fucking sucked. It killed so much of what I had in my soul. Like, my soul is damn near empty because of that school. I will never forgive it, and it does not deserve forgiveness. However, I wish I could get that part of my soul back, because they killed it. It's just gone like that. And I wish I could rewind time, figure out where it all went wrong, and just change it for the better. I thought for the longest time that I was a failure to friends and family. However, I've been proven wrong about that. And while I still feel that sometimes, I'm working on not feeling like that anymore. I'm really trying to work on that. It's gonna take a while, but eventually it'll leave my head, and I'll have way more motivation to actually do stuff. But for now, I think what I'm gonna do is, since Christmas is so close, 2025 is very up and coming. I think what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna just take some time to myself to not worry about this stuff for right now for the rest of the year, and then actually try to push it out on 2025. Not push it out, just work on it and release it eventually. I don't want to mentally strain myself anymore. I just want to find myself again. I want to be able to actually enjoy working on the stuff that I used to work on. Right now, it's kind of just like, deep down on the inside, I still find enjoyment. It's just, it's hard to really feel that enjoyment. It's kind of blocked up behind all the foggy mental depravity in my mind that's just making me really sad, when I know deep down I'm still having fun with the stuff that I do. I still have fun doing voice acting. I still have fun working on these mods with Accidentally McLazy, my best friend. I still enjoy doing stuff. It's just hard sometimes because of how I've been feeling as of late. It's because of all that I just feel sad. Like, that's how I feel right now, kind of. It's just sad. I don't want to feel sad anymore. I really don't. I just want to find myself again. I want to find what I did to have so much fun doing this again. I want to find that. I want to not be depressed anymore. I don't want to have crippling depression. I don't want to have to worry about disability. I don't want to have to worry about health care or health insurance or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Especially nowadays after some CEO got fucking shot. I don't want to worry about, is this going to come out this year? Is this going to come out next year? Do I need to work on this now? Do I need to work on this later? I don't want to worry about that anymore. I just want to feel happy. And the only way to really do that is to just take a break. Just lose myself in pure ecstasy and just find some enjoyment in my life. So that's what I'm gonna do. Everything for now is gonna be held off until 2025. And I'll steadily work on it starting 2025. That, or if I can truly find some more motivation again in my life, I'll work on it during the last few days of 2024, and then I'll probably try to release it on 2025. So, yeah. Thank you to everyone who has supported me and my best friend, X-Deadly McLazy, throughout the years. And, of course, a big thanks to everyone else that I love so dearly, including a very special someone to my heart. But, for now, I'm just gonna... Well, you know what? Let me at least leave you all with something very special. A teaser, if you will, of something else. It'll take a while before it's done. However, I think you all will find this very, very interesting. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you in 2025.
Ready for round 2.